todos, sean bienvenidos a un nuevo video. Soy Gabriel 565 y estamos en Genshin Impact. Una vez más estamos aquí. Y pues les haré el resumen del anterior video. Fuimos a hacer un cometa con la preservadora de nubes. Eh, Cada quien hizo su cometa inspirándose en algo. Y notaron que Genmin, su cometa, lo representaba mucho, 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 mucho. Y la cuerda en la que estaba atada su cometa hacía que no pudiera volar, significando que no podía ser libre. Estaba amarrado a unos ideales que no eran de él. Antes de que habláramos de esto, la preservadora de nubes se encontró con sus dos amigos, viejos amigos. Y charlaron y regresamos con varias personas, con Yao, con las dos discípulas de la preservadora de nubes y con Gaming. Pero ya se habían ido. Ya se había ido Gaming con Yao Yao. Así que nos quedamos nada más la preservadora de nubes, yo y sus dos discípulas. Mm, y ahí es donde empezaron a comunicar lo que había pasado y por qué veían a Gaming muy triste con esto del papalote. Del papalote. Ay, siempre se me olvida. Yo le digo papalote. Entonces, bueno, así que ideamos un plan para, creo que para ayudar a Gaming de alguna forma. Así que esto es lo que vamos a ver. Vamos a ir a ver a Gaming, a ver qué show, a ver qué pasa. Así que vamos. Vamos allá a ver qué sucede. Vamos a ver a Gaming. Ah, ahí está.
Hey, when you put it like that, it makes it sound like I'm always the one losing.
Ah, perfect. Right here. There's an important commission I need your help with.
All right, I've got the time. Where are the goods?
Well, it's not just goods this time. You just got a teenager and their wares from Xiaoyu Village to Yuya Harbor. A very important client has requested to meet with me.
Sure. What's this merchant's address?
Here.
If the client's that important, then this must be a very crucial, very pressing mission, right?
Of course, the sooner you complete it, the better. I would advise you to depart as soon as possible.
No hay problema.
All right. Don't work too hard now, Monjo. We'll set off.
Creo que
We're almost there. I'll take a range.
uy, pues a quién vamos a ver. Creo que ya sé quién. Creo que ya sé quiénes son los clientes. Bueno, iba a decir, les cuento algo en lo que llegamos, pero ya llegamos.
Hello. You must be the tea merchant heading to Liyue Harbor. We're here to help.
Dad?
Oh, so you Gami's father. It's nice to meet you. Just leave this delivery to him. Trust Paimon. He's got this in the bag. Gami
Seems like you've made some sort of name for yourself at least.
The goods are all in order?
Yes, they're all here.
Then let's get going.
A very important client has asked for you. What name? You kinda have to come with us. Kinda doesn't know how we would explain ourselves if we just didn't show up. Plus, you'd be missing out on a huge money-making opportunity.
I see. I suppose I will have to trouble you all to escort me. Let's go.
Ah, qué incómodo. Ay, no, por aquí no. Ok. Vamos para allá. Bastante, qué bonito todo. No me digan que... Ah, ok.
Time on. This place looks nice and open. Why don't you all rest here for a second?
What about you? You're not going to join us?
I'm not tired. I'll keep watch.
Oh, but
Just let him go.
okay. We'll just share amongst ourselves then. Did you know, Uncle Ip, that the flavor of these cakes changes depending on...
Halt! Who goes there?
It appears that one's movements were overly conspicuous.
No me digas.
Focus on the matter at hand. Present your exquisite airs at once. Indeed. Bring them forth readily and without protest. What do we do?
It seems as if he's still moving. It won't be difficult to secure him. We might have something else we can use for protecting. The best way to keep him safe is... Leave this to me. I'll handle it. Traveler, climb up. Take my dad and the goods away from here.
No, Kami. It's too dangerous.
This is what I do.
Oh, indeed. Let us depart and seek a target softer in blows and disposition.
No manches, qué canción más mala.
Don't think I'm gonna let you off so easily.
Oh. Oh, why?
Let us away. But, Kami, if we had just stayed inside and learned to find each other, he wouldn't have to put himself in such dangerous situations.
Just have to trust him. Let's go on ahead. We'd best get away from here, in case there are other bandits in the area waiting in ambush.
Eso, Tilín. Songli?
Listen to me. Reel in your line and leave this place as quickly as you can. There are bandits in the area. Bandits. Acting in broad daylight.
¿Qué le pasó a Paimon? Se está muriendo. Ay, qué simulado. Oh.
Appears many people are catching a chill as of late. If your throat is bothering you, perhaps some tea helps to start
Nope, no need, no need. I'm fine. Just, that's okay. Sore throat.
If there are indeed bandits in the area, then we should inform the Monolith at once.
Nuestro escolta se está encargando del asunto.
Well, if that's the case, such matters are best left to those with the necessary expertise. Would you agree?
I suppose you're right. Ordinary people like us got involved. It would only cause more trouble.
Since we find ourselves otherwise unoccupied in this beautiful area, why don't we find a quiet place to relax while we wait for good news? That would be lovely.
Rayos, que disimulada es Paimon. Ay, no, pero Songli todavía más. Ay, 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 ay. Se viene el sermón de Songli después. Ah, rayos. Ok, ¿qué? Me da el puesto de té para descansar. Oh. Oh. Qué cansados, por Dios.
Uncle Ed does have a reason to be worried. After all, Dominic, Garfield is his son.
Siganme. The name sounds somewhat familiar. Ah, yes. That is the name of the Unsho dancer who has been performing around Niwa Harbor recently, is it not?
Oh, have you seen him perform?
Indeed. I cannot help but admire his skill. It truly encapsulates the spirit of this rock. Unsho dancing has become more well known in Niwa Harbor recently. However, although performers are seeing budding success, they have no doubt had to face many hurdles along the way. One's not so easily understood by spectators such as ourselves. If you ask me, what truly deserves admiration is perseverance in the face of adversity. That is a rare attribute. I have heard many of my acquaintances praise Genshin for his kind, selfless, and courageous disposition. To have a child so accomplished and upright, he must be a very proud parent indeed.
Seems like John Lee has decided to skip the formalities.
He's a hard worker. Yes.
You should be sure to tell him you think that when he comes back.
Your son is young. It's normal for someone his age to be a bit hot-headed. It's understandable to find talking about such things in person difficult. If there's a particular sentiment you wish to convey, perhaps we could pass it along for you.
No. You wouldn't be right to ask that of him. This thing between us has festered for many years now. In truth, there are some things that simply aren't easy for us to talk through. I've been in the tea business for most of my life, and I always hoped that my child would do the same. Otherwise, how would he support himself? Over the past few years, I've heard how well he was doing for himself as a clerk. How his work was taking him to farther and farther off places. I also heard that he never gave up on wheelchair dancing.
¿Qué está pasando ahí atrás?
I was also worried. When you're young, you can handle all that physically taxing manual work. What young person isn't capable of making a living that way? Every time I get to thinking like that, I cannot help but be reinforced in the belief that I was right. I often regret introducing him to wheelchair dancing as a kid. If I had known how things would turn out, I would would have never taken him to see those performances in the first place.
It is only natural for a parent to strive to send their child down the right path. No one would begrudge you that sentiment, Uncle. You need not worry.
You seem quite young, Mr. John Lee. Yet you speak with such wisdom. Perhaps I have misjudged your age.
Your words are too kind. Truth be told, one of my old friends has several grown daughters. Rather than fretting about their future, however, she prefers to let them find their own way.
She is more easygoing than I could ever be. I fear I lack such an open mind. Oh, I meant to say earlier, there is no need to be so polite. Feel free to call me by my name, Ipta.
Sure.
So, do you also think I fret too much, Mr. Johnny?
That's not exactly what I was hoping to convey. Only a fool would ask a parent not to worry about their child. But think of it this way. Raising a child is not unlike flying a kite. Hold the string too tight, and it can no longer serve. As my friend once said, if your children are aiming for the stars, clipping their wings will only cause them to come crashing down. You need to let out the line for a kite to soar.
It seems I was too stuck in my ways.
You need not reproach your heart for care. You simply need to loosen your hold a little. Indeed, with such a big heart, why not allocate the time you usually spend worrying about Garu to the pursuit of other things, like going for a stroll, drinking tea, or taking in the scenery? You never know what surprises could be in store.
Blink of an eye, you say. Do things change so quickly?
Children grow up in quite the same way, do they not? Day after day, year after year, sometimes in the blink of an eye, but always when you least expect it. As a father, I'm sure you know that best.
Yes, you can say that. 1 second, Nami was a kid. The next thing I knew, we were ready to fly next.
He certainly has a way with words. Oh, Gummy is back. Hey, Gummy, we're over here.
Dad, Traveler, Paimon. Good, you're all here. Oh, and Mr. John Lee from the Longshan funeral parlor. You're here too?
A fated meeting indeed. We were just enjoying some pleasant conversation.
Is everything resolved?
Well, we could say that.
What does that mean?
Traveler, Paimon, come with me. I need to talk to you.
Huh? Oh, okay.
I'll come right out and say it. Those two bandits, you sent them, didn't you?
Me encanta.
Can't look me in the eye, huh? Guess I'm right then. At first, their mannerisms seemed a bit stilted. But once I got close, it was obvious that they possessed great skills. I was right on their tail, and it should have taken only a few steps to catch up to them, yet somehow, I was never able to close that distance. People with that level of skill would have gone about things differently from the start, like sneaking up on us while we were distracted. Unless, of course, their real motive was to lure me away from the group all along.
Wow, you're pretty quick on the uptake.
I just have a lot of experience. I've dealt with many a ruthless bandit in my time, but I've never seen one so good. In the end, I told them we would make good guards if they ever wanted to get back on the straight and hang out with me and leave you a heart.
Ever consider you might be a little too good at making friends?
I'm guessing you're just trying to help resolve things between my dad and me. And I appreciate it, I really do. But this conflict between us has been going on for a long time. Even if those two were real bandits, I was able to subdue them and show what I was capable of. Jane, you've seen the way he talks to me.
It's not like that at all. Your dad really cares about you. You should see the way he talks about you when you're not around. John Lee was talking things through with him, and he nearly agreed to let it go. You don't believe us?
He won't let it go. He can say as much as he wants to other people, but he won't talk to me. I'm certain.
¿Y tú? ¿Hablarías con él?
You told us you wanted to prove yourself to your dad. Why don't you tell him about all the hard work you've done these past few years?
Will that even do anything? I'm not sure talking is enough.
Hmm.
You won't know unless you try. Just like how you won't know if something is delicious unless you taste it. Listen to us. It's time to put these people skills to good use. You can make friends with anyone, so why not your dad?
Ánimo, te estaremos apoyando.
I'll do my best.
Ay.
You are very knowledgeable, Mr. Siganme. I'm impressed. Despite my being in the tea industry for several decades, it seems, I still have much to learn about the art of tea tasting.
You flatter me. It was nothing but a few humble musings.
How much tea have you drank since we've been gone?
Ni que fuera alcohol.
Doc and I have found many a common interest. Our friendship, much like a cup of tea, seems to grow stronger the longer it has to steep.
Well said, Mr. Siganme. Becoming Mr. Siganme is very knowledgeable. You should take the opportunity to learn from people like him when you're in the city.
Oh,
John Lee?
I have very much enjoyed our conversation, but I, unfortunately, have some unfinished funeral parlor business to attend to.
Oh, I hope I didn't keep you. My apologies for taking up so much of your time, Mr. Siganme. No need to stay on my account. When you're less busy, let's find a time to meet. I'll treat you to dim sum.
It would be an honor.
What's up, John Lee? You two have a nice chat, right?
Ay, no. Bueno, es lo que se tiene que hacer. Hay cosas que no podemos poder ayudar, aunque más lo quisiéramos. Lo mejor es dejar que estén solos y hablen todo lo que puedan. Todo, todo, todo.
Thanks for helping us talk things through with Uncle Ip. Good thing you were able to pick up on what we were putting down.
I have been around the both of you for some time. You could say I have a certain level of expertise in that regard. As for my role in the conversation, think nothing of it. I hardly did anything new.
You never changed, did you? Why didn't you have us walk all this way? I thought we just had to go far enough to be out of earshot.
A friend approaches.
hello.
So, you're here too?
I've been here the whole time. Ghost Impact. That elusive director who would be coming to launch your game once again. What is she doing here? I suppose it matters not, given her relationship with the ex. Well, John Lee. I might as well be ready for space. It's you. I thought you were Director Who.
Your arrival is most fortuitous. Do you want to try out this new gadget? The addition of the power source makes the takeoff more stable. It's just that...
He seems quite immersed in the study of this device.
I fear it's almost too stable. It completely negates the pleasure of seeing one's kite sway with the wind. It's a bit of a shame. In truth, I'm here because Director Who dispatched me to purchase some items in preparation for lantern.
I see. Much like she does every year. Much like she'll do next year. Am I wrong? Or has she once again sent you out to buy, what is it, sesame oil or something?
While we're on the subject, I do wonder why she is so obsessed with using sesame oil in the preparation of mixed vegetable dishes for lantern rite. A recommendation from Charlene, perhaps. What do you think, Charlene?
I've only met Director Who a few times. Hardly the best person to ask.
And is that not a sign that you should visit Wangsheng Funeral Parlor more often? It wouldn't hurt to grace the parlor with your presence now and again, when you are otherwise occupied. This one here is a traditional kite, one without any equipped mechanical device. Director Who tasked me with studying the differences between the two to determine which one is of greater merit. Many hands make light work. Perhaps you could test out the other kite for me?
All right. I have made my comparisons. If speed is what you're after, the mechanical kite is the better choice.
Wonderful. I shall pass that information along to Director Who. I'll leave these two kites with you. Perhaps you can find a few friends with which to partake in the activity.
Oh, wait. Who enjoys kite flying?
Well, I would imagine someone of your talent and wisdom is more than capable of finding it.
So, you were testing out the kites from Cal and even Moby Scout is doing it for you? I didn't ask earlier.
I would hardly say I roped Xiao into anything. I simply sought the help of a friend. Besides, we did the testing together.
Seems like our pool of competitors is growing.
La competición no importa ahora mismo.
I suppose I neither like nor dislike it.
Mm.
Although, watching a kite gradually ascend into the sky does bring me a certain peace of mind. Perhaps they're a bit like shower interns in that way.
Kite flying is also a pleasant form of relaxation.
Have you ever thought about making collaborator kites out? We can teach you if you want.
There's no need. Minogius was the only Yaksha among us who had an interest in matters of ornamentation and design. When lantern night is over, come find me near Pervase's temple if you like the time.
Dalo por hecho.
It's getting late. I should go inform Director Who of our findings.
How's she been, by the way? Be sure to say hi to her for us.
The last time I spoke to her, she mentioned that she would be visiting Chaoying Village in a few days. If you have the time, perhaps you could also make the trip. If you happen to run into her, you can pass along your regards in person.
We'll keep that in mind. Take care, shall we? See you later.
See you next time.
You can go for it.
I don't have anything to say.
Then I'll go. I still don't want to leave New York.
I can't say I support that decision. Hey, let me finish before you get all worked up.
Sit, Sugar. Sit. You must be tired from your journey. Shall I pour you a cup of tea? Or you prefer something else to drink? No need. I'm not tired. They're gone, Master. Perfect. The time is nigh for us to make an appearance. Do you remember the plan when recounted to you? Yes, Master. We aim to give them a demonstration of familial love. So I'll have whatever you are having.
All right. We're into Siganme and Shinki. So many people involved in this.
Perfect. I just so happen to have bought some solo tea recently. It's quite the delectable variety. My lord, one has not been forced to drink it every day in hopes of whittling down his considerable stash. One has more than had one's food ready. Such thoughts detract from the present need to keep up the conversation. Has work been busy during the holiday season? Do you need my help with anything? Drunk guests can sometimes cause trouble, but I deal with them as you taught me, by pinning their heads against the table.
Wow, qué conversación más interesante.
Busy illustrating this night. Seems to be forgetting show his various eccentricities. What I meant to ask was, have you made any new friends? We live so far from each other. It would be a great comfort to me to know you were surrounded by good companions. You already know of my past circumstances. Recently, I've been conversing with Yoba in the kitchen at night. Yoba can't talk, but his companionship is a comfort. Let's move on, shall we? Do you have any plans for today, Shenhe?
Sounds about right. Hopefully to do something fun, and perhaps show you some.
Like we used to do when we would carry stones up and down the mountain from dawn until dusk, picking herbs to eat for dinner along the way? If that is what you ask of me, that is what I shall do.
Dad, have some tea. Or no, wait. We best not have any just yet.
I simply keep going. I'd like to finish what I was trying to say before. You don't support your decision to stay in April Harbor because living there is too hard. If you come, there will be people to help you. I'm not saying we have to live under the same roof. Our personalities are too similar to avoid butting heads. But you'll have your entire family around you. Your aunts, uncles, they'll all do whatever they can to help. You could get a less taxing job. And you could grab dim sum together from time to time.
Huh. I didn't know dim sum was such an important affair, Master.
Shh. Just okay? You don't have to decide.
Thank you.
It's been long enough, don't you think? I'm unsure of cooks they've made of my now. Drinking tea in silence. That's not a good sign. Did Xianyun's plan not work after all? Hey, you two. I'm sorry we were gone for so long. We got to chatting with some friends and didn't realize how much time had passed.
Perfect timing, actually. You seem to be just about done.
Yep. Let's go. I'll get the bags.
It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Qué fuerte, qué fuerte, qué fuerte. Ay, ay, aguanta. Aquí vamos a acabar este video. Si les ha gustado, darle like, compartirlo, suscribirse para más contenidos similares. Si quieren saber qué va a pasar en el siguiente capítulo, pues síganme. Si quieren ver qué ha pasado antes de este, síganme y vayan a ver mis otros videos. Y si quieren recomendarme otro tipo de videojuegos o juegos para que traiga el canal, también yo los estaré leyendo y comentar. Sí, 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 no olviden de comentar sus opiniones. Bueno chicos, y hasta aquí me despido. Bye bye.